Astonishing, Hunter. Your victory was a stunning blow to Harker's forces. But this war won't be over until we've dealt with the General himself.
I agree. But how can we get near him? We won't catch him on the battlefield, and the army headquarters is heavily guarded.
The destruction of his giant machine must have rattled him. According to one of our spies, he is planning to visit his remaining troops in person. They are in the Merchant District.
I'll go after Harker then. I'm sure he has an emergency plan.
Why can't you just enjoy victory for once? I think that this war will be over soon. Bad Chimera! Look what he did!
I think it's a good sign, actually. It means he's starting to feel at home. And don't worry, I'll have someone bring in a box later.
Harker is desperately trying to find the entrance to the lair. His troops are now moving through the underground factories built by Fulmagati. We should send them packing as soon as possible.
The Resistance soldiers have gained enough experience to deal with them.
Nice day for some awesome heroics. What do you think?
One day, Harker will run out of soldiers. Until then, I stop them over and over again.
I sense a disturbance in the ink. A gate has opened around here.
Well, Van Helsing, did you defeat Harker's troops in the factory?
Of course I did.
They should give up sooner or later. Deployed 3 annihilators. Take them out. That will be a devastating blow to them.
Van Helsing, I was hoping to meet you in person.
I've heard a lot about you. You made a name for yourself as a spy. But where is Harker?
The General has holed up in a refurbished warehouse that they are using as a command center. They are working on something mysterious. I saw cartloads of strange machines and carved slabs of stones.
I knew he was hatching a plan. How can we approach the command center?
Only 2 bridges lead to the building, and both of them are blocked by modified forced walls. You need a special demagnetizer toolbox to disable them.
Our scientists must have one of these.
No, there is only one person with a demagnetizer on this side of the force walls. A vampire noble, a former ally of Lados. He betrayed us and leads Harker's troops now.
And how many soldiers are stationed at the command center?
Not too many, but as soon as they are under attack, they will alert the garrison nearby. That is when things will get complicated. You should deal with the garrison first.
A whole garrison. It sounds really reckless. We should definitely do this.
There is another way. You could inject poisonous gas through the air vents. That would take care of the soldiers. The vents have their own force walls.
So we could use the demagnetizer?
No, they have their own generators. You will find them on the rooftops of the Bank of Borgova. 1 generator on the roof, each wing.
Thank you. We'll take over from here.
A genius and a diplomat. That's me, yes.
Look, the Helsing signal again. We are needed.
Our vampires are way too obsessed with bats.
Another sacrificial altar. It's nice to see that our cultural heritage lives on, but what about this glove?
It's a sacrifice, I suppose. It might come in handy later. I'll take it.
Another beggar. Do you want some money?
No, my lady. I'm guarding my master's house.
You don't look like a guard.
I am one of the Borgovian irregulars. I used to work for the greatest consulting detective in Borgova.
And where is this great detective now?
He fell to his death in a waterfall while he was fighting with his nemesis.
I just had this frightening idea. No, he couldn't have been a domovoi.
Watch out! The garrison is sending reinforcements to help out Harker.
Where is Harker?
He was prepared for this exact moment, and now you have forced him to do the unthinkable. He fled through this gate.
What are you talking about?
This is a gate of Perun. Harker had it transported here. His scientist wired it to their impossible machines to open a door. He is on his way to the quarantined part of the giant woods.
So what? He fled, we won. Time to celebrate.
He went to retrieve something that should never be found. The death of Koshai the Immortal.
That needs some more explanation. Come with us.
I won't go near that place. That is a task for heroes and madmen. But I'll reach you through the aerial transmitter. I'll be your guide. Go.
So this is what Prisoner 7 told me. Ages ago, Koshai the magician concealed his death to become immortal. But that was also his downfall when his enemies got hold of his precious treasure. The Deathless One is no more, but the essence of his death couldn't be destroyed. It is such a terrible power that even the mad scientists thought it better to quarantine the whole mountain where it was buried. Harker is ready to use this abomination against us. He couldn't destroy me, so he is willing to destroy everything. So here we are again, in the realm of the Deathless.
Allow me to make a slight correction. We are in the black heart of his realm. I have a very bad feeling about this.
We will find the hidden death of this Koshai and deal with Harker. And we're out of here.
How do we recognize someone's personal death? What does it look like?
I have no idea. What do you say we follow Harker's tracks?
That's it, Van Helsing. You are on the right track. We could send you reinforcements with our rift shells. There is one problem, though. The ancient hex poles isolate this place from the ink. Destroy 4 hex poles first. Look around you, Hunter. The realm of the Deathless. Isn't it savagely beautiful?
I don't have enough mana.
happened to you, soldier?
The general didn't expect these monsters, and we reached the nests, where huge things bred terrible spiders.
Did Harker survive?
He got out with his best soldiers and left us here to die.
I'll take care of that nest.
You stay here, Harker's brave minion. Our boys will get here. Eventually.
The most powerful artifact of Bogovia is almost within your reach. Move, Hunter.
First, you jump into that gate without hesitation. Then, you are willing to destroy the ancient magical protection placed on the land of the Deathless himself?
You were the one who told me that the Deathless was only a myth. I'm not afraid of a legend.
But I never said that he didn't live at all. And he clearly left his mark on this land.
And if Harker achieves his goal, the whole of Borgovia will look like this.
Yakov Lopsky, mandolin player of the devil, died at the age of 27.
Mariah Chopleva, who sang like a nightingale, died at the age of 27.
Dmitry Norisov, Meister singer,
Your
died
Chimera
at
has
the age of
returned from a
27.
successful hunt. Return to the lair to receive the spoils of the hunt.
Arkady Bagpipe Strenov died at the age of 27.
So it's a graveyard for famous musicians. They were real celebrities back in the day, you know.
And they died at the same age. Is this the Society of 27? Remind me to never be a famous musician in Borgovia. Kirill Kubin, visionary bard, died at the age of 27.
Wolfgang Amadeus, genius composer and piano player, died at the age of 27.
Fedor Fedorovich, the god of tuba, died at the age of 27.
Boris Yaroslav, flute player of heaven, died at the age of 27.
Joseph Strasser, the Grand Master of violin, died at the age of 27.
Just imagine the possibilities, Van Helsing, of you and me having that kind of power.
I don't understand this, Van Helsing. How could he be dead if his death is still around here?
The Hunters Guild has several documented cases where magicians used this method to achieve invulnerability.
And did you believe these stories?
Me? Never. But this is Borgovia. If this could happen anywhere, it's here.
Look at those mauled corpses. They didn't know what hit them.
Harker is desperate. He is willing to sacrifice his best soldiers.
You are so close, Hunter. Don't you dare give up on Bogovia now.
Don't have enough mana. I can't do that.
wasting our time.
Have you noticed the keyhole on this orb?
And the engraving on the stone looks like the patterns on this engraved key. Let's give it a try.
Harker is ahead of you. He has reached the Glade of Thorns.
See these big brutal birds? They are not afraid of the Scarecrow.
And that just goes to prove my point.
These attacks were definitely made by Druids.
Makes sense. If this is their land, they must be the unwilling guardians of the artifact.
This might be a good time to mention that the Druids have a queen, the Great Tree Mother, the Silent Goddess.
Maybe they have dethroned her and live in a democracy now.
Your Chimera has returned from a successful hunt. Return to the lair to receive the spoils of the hunt.
My senses tell me that blood was spilled in the Forbidden Forest. They are too close.
What happened here?
These corpses were mauled by thorns. Even the local flora has been tainted.
That sounds really bad, considering that this region once belonged to the Druids.
The tree spirits, flesh like bark, branches for limbs, peaceful nature.
I suppose they are not that peaceful anymore, not to mention some other changes.
Your Chimera has returned from a successful hunt. Return to the lair to receive the spoils of the hunt.
Dead soldiers again. Look at those wounds. This chasm is indeed a festering wound on Borgovia.
Something distorted the land. The spiders, the rocks, everything.
Something? It must have been that buried artifact that you are so desperate to find.
And have you seen what it did to this place? Imagine what would happen if Harker got hold of it.
A sacrificial altar with the skull of a strange monster. The perfect decoration for any true Borgovian household. Shall we take the skull?
Of course. Our scientists simply love to test these things.
So, it wasn't our brightest idea to take all the offerings from the altars.
I have the firepower to deal with the consequences.
work with the Guardians of the Treasure. Don't waste your time.
We must be close to the place where Harker was heading. Get ready.
Just one thing. What are we going to do with Koshai's death?
Our priority is to ensure that Harker can't use it against us.
So you have no idea? Good. That's all I wanted to know.
The battle has already begun. The Mad Queen attacks everyone who enters the glade. She has an ill face two enemies at the same time. Harker is hiding behind his indestructible force wall, but you'll need to choose your strategy wisely. Helsing. I am so grateful. You prevented Harker from using the greatest arcane power in Bogovia, and you basically handed it to me on a plate. It still needs a lot of work, but trust me, I will do wonders with it. Please forgive me if I skip the part where I tell you how I used your truly admirable fight for freedom to achieve my goal. I presume our duel afterwards would have been fantastic. But this spell only allows me a short time here before it drags me away. I suppose we'll meet again.
I did everything within my power to liberate this land from the clutches of madness. I destroyed a whole army of machines and defeated incredible monsters, only to suffer the betrayal of my closest ally. The road to hell is paved with good intentions, they say. Unwillingly, I let Prisoner 7 obtain the most terrifying force in Borgovia. But whatever inhuman creature is hiding behind the mask, he made a grave mistake. I am still alive, and I'm ready to hunt again.